I'm 45 years old today. Not today, this year, unfortunately. But I was born in 1977. In the same year, NASA launched Voyager 1 mission, and the probe is still floating in the space and partially works. The same with me. And yeah, sometimes I feel really old, but I'm calm because there are older ones. For example, 1971, this is the year when FTP was born. Yeah, and have anybody used FTP, for example, this month? Raise your hands up. It's a safe place, it's okay. Yeah, congratulations, we have used technology more than 50 years old. And, but I'm not here to talk about myself, I'm not here to talk about FTP, I'm here to talk about browsers and what is currently changing and why it is important for us as web developers. My relationship with browsers started in 1996. I started to study at college, and there was one major browser there. It was Netscape Navigator. I hated Netscape because it was full of bugs. It has lack of support of CSS, and fortunately there was one new, shiny, progressive browser emerging. It was Microsoft Internet Explorer. Yeah, after 4 years, when I graduated from college, the Microsoft Internet Explorer was a major browser in the world. And 4 years later, it looked like Microsoft Internet is only one browser in the world. Developers starting thinking there are no other browsers and started to put icons like this on their websites. But it was strange because Microsoft was not part of standardization process. So there was two standards, one theoretical standard and one standard which was made by Microsoft. It was crazy. This year, everything is different because all big tech companies are part of the standardization organization. So there are no issues like this, but for us as developers, there is different issues. Different browsers implement different features in different times, so we have to wait long time for new features. We have two main browsers, Chrome and Safari, and several smaller ones like Firefox and so on. Microsoft Internet Explorer doesn't exist anymore. So we, as web developers, have nothing to complain about. Fortunately, Safari has taken over the role of the Microsoft Internet Explorer. But not for long. Started in 2021, Apple started to invest more money in WebKit and Safari. They hired a lot of developers, and things started to change. In 2021, in the terms of adopting new features from web standards, Safari was the worst one browser. But this year, Safari is overrunning Firefox as second best browser. I've got this graph from Compa 2021. If you don't know, it's a group of people who are trying to synchronize development of new features from web standards in modern browsers. So it's really nice, because thanks to them, we have Flexbox without bugs, we have grids without bugs, we have new CSS features like position sticky, like aspect ratio, and so on. And this year, this initiative is called Interop 2022, And thanks to them, we can present new features on the stage later, like CSS cascade layers, like HTML's dialog element, and so on. And we are looking forward to CSS color functions, subgrid, and all those new shiny things. Yeah, it could be really fast now. And that's current state of implementing new features in all 3 or 4 main browsers. I think it's great. And I think for us as web developers, the situation has dramatically changed, and it's great. So why did this happen? This happened because browsers said, we can do less competition and more cooperation in the terms of deploying new features for us as web developers, and we can learn from them. And we learned because this stage was made possible thanks to contribution of many of you, and we are, as community, Frontendisti.cz, very thankful about this. So, welcome to the community stage and enjoy your day at the conference.